flicker of the dial in the hush of midnight air. Memories unravel in the warmth of that old chair. You whispered stories through a static lullaby, like Sinatra in the silence, with a tear you couldn't hide. Blue notes dancing on the fringe of every side. You took my heart each night, then gently said goodbye. We believed in melodies the way others held their prayers. When your voice came through the hum, it felt like you were there. Now the world's too fast, the song's too cold, but back then your sound was all I'd hold. Every lyric knew my soul so well. That's the way we used to listen, hearts turned up high, when every chord was a promise, and no one asked why. Just two souls and the echo beneath moonlit sky. That's the way we used to listen, hearts turned up high. Souls and the echo beneath moonlit sky. Letters in cassette tape curls, your words played again, slow dancing by the stereo, like time had never been. Back before the silence, before distance drew the line, your voice was the candle in the dark of my mind. We wore headphones like armor, blocked the world away, believed in every harmony, come what may. You were more than a melody, you were my refrain. In the hush between the notes, I heard your name. Now the speakers shout but say nothing true. Still I crave the sound that once was you, when every verse felt like holding hands. That's the way we used to listen, hearts turned up high, every chord was a promise, and no one asked why. Just two souls and the echo beneath moonlit sky. That's the way we used to listen, hearts turned up high. When every chord was a promise, and no one asked why. Just two souls and the echo beneath moonlit sky. Late at night I turn the dial, hoping for your tone, but stations change, your frequency is gone. Still I wait for that soft hello in the twilight of recall. Retro memories playing down the hall. You taught me silence could be full of sound, like a whisper from the past that wraps around this heart that's tuned to where you've been, longing for that song to start again. That's the way we used to listen, slow and sincere, with a breath between each word, bringing you Shadows stretch across the evening floor. I don't run from them anymore. Used to chase the noise outside my door. Now I find what silence is for. Hands once clenched from every fight now rest easy in the night. Time has softened every scar. I'm still me, just from afar. The echoes call, but I don't reply. Not every truth needs to cry. Found my place in breath and stone, learning how to be alone. When the world forgets your name, you learn to love the flame of quiet strength and steady grace. No need to keep the pace. I took the long road that led to peace, not with noise but sweet release. Each step slow but worth the trace. I'm still standing in my place, still standing in the quiet, not afraid to hear the truth, holding on to what won't fade. Dignity and living proof. No storm can shake this ground. I found my sound, still standing in the quiet, not afraid to hear the truth, holding on to what won't fade. Dignity and living proof. No storm can shake this ground. I found my sound. Now I dance with autumn's breeze. The mirror shows a time-wrapped face, holding lines I now embrace. Used to chase what wouldn't stay. Now I let the loud drift away. Moonlight whispers on the pane, and I welcome all the pain. From every trial a softer soul. Silence made the broken whole. Pain once wrote a bitter song. Now it's where my roots belong. Stand here wrapped in morning calm. No more war to disarm. Peace became my quiet vow, and I hold it even now. I took the long road that led to peace, sweet release. Each step slow but worth the trace. I'm still standing in my place, still standing in the quiet, not afraid to hear the truth, holding on to what won't fade. Dignity and living proof. No storm can shake this ground. I found my sound, still standing in the quiet, not afraid to hear the truth, holding on to what won't fade. Dignity and living proof. No storm can shake this ground. I found my sound. Let the silence be my choir, soft as wind, strong as fire. Not every battle must be loud. Strength can speak without a crowd. Years have built this quiet throne, brick by breath on my own. The hush holds more than spoken lines, grace revealed in subtle signs. I won't beg the world to see. What I am has set me free. In the hush I found my name, not in glory, not in fame. Run the deepest song, and I've been quiet all along. Not alone, just whole and wise beneath these soft and silver skies. Still standing in the quiet, not afraid to hear the truth. I wear my wounds like woven proof. Found a rhythm in the rest where my soul has been as well known by the stars and not the fame. Took their hurt and wore it true, like a light that daylight never knew. Honor glowing in my name, still standing in the quiet, where the world can't touch my peace, and every moment feels complete, with nothing left to chase or see. I saw your face across the room. The light was soft like falling rain. Time has brushed your edges smooth, but the fire still feels the same. We laughed like we did in younger days, echoes of our favorite song. Tangled hearts in separate ways, but somehow we kept holding on. I count the lines around your eyes, stories written deep and true. Seasons changed and years flew by, but somehow I still come back to you. The world spun fast, we lost our way, but found each other every time. And in your gaze I'm home again, like the rhythm in a rhyme. Though the days grew dark and silent, words stayed near. Every fight, every tear still brought me here. Love may bend but won't disappear. After all these years, you still know my soul. Every broken part, you somehow make it whole. Time never took what we hold so dear. After all these years, after all these years, after all these years, you still know my soul. Every broken part, you somehow make it whole. Time never took what we hold so dear. After all these years, after all these years. Remember autumn nights and silent drives, the words we didn't say. I held your hand when the world collapsed, and we still found a way. You cried in rooms where no one heard. I stayed through every storm. Love redefined, reshaped, but kept us safe and warm. Though the mirror shows the time we wear, the love remains untouched. We lost, we found, we grew, we dared, in faith that turned to trust. So here we stand beneath the years. No need to chase the past. What held us then still holds us now. A love that's built to last. Through every doubt and silent fear, your heart's the place I still draw near. We've changed, but you're still mine, my dear. After all these years, you still know my soul. Every broken part, you somehow make it whole. Time never took what we hold so dear. After all these years, after all these years, after all these years, you still know my soul. Every broken part, you somehow make it whole. Time never took what we hold so dear. After all these years, after all these years, we watched the sunrise and the fall of our pride. Held on in silence when we had to hide. I've dreamed of other lives, but none felt quite true. 'Cause every road I walked led me back to you. No perfect lines or endless songs, just steady love that carried us along. You gave me roots, I gave you wings. Together After all these years, we still remain in every joy and every ache, every loss, every gain. This sage love still shines so clear, stronger than ever, wiping every tear. The journey long, the nights unknown, but in your arms I'm always home. Time may fade the golden years, but nothing dims us after all these years. The clock stands still in the quiet of the room. Dust on the frames, echo and forgotten bloom. Soft light spills on the floor like broken time. Every shadow holds a whisper of a rhyme. I sit alone with voices I once knew. The laughter fades, but memory pulls me through. Each corner breathes the scent of yesterday, where love once bloomed but couldn't stay. Close my eyes and I can see your face. In the silence I still feel your grace. This hollow room is filled with all we were, a room full of yesterday, where time won't let me leave, wrapped in old melodies. In the hush I still believe. You and I, we never truly said goodbye. A room full of yesterday, where time won't let me leave, wrapped in old melodies. In the hush I still believe. You and I, we never truly said goodbye. Your sweater's hanging lonely on the chair. I run my fingers through the vacant air. The scent of rose has faded, but not gone, like your kiss that lingers quietly at dawn. I trace our names we carved into the spine of old records spinning through the tides of time. Your letters in the drawer call out my name, still burning soft like a candle's flame. Each breath I take is filled with what we knew. The past is near, though I'm missing you. No doorway out, just window panes of blue. A room full of yesterday, where time won't let me leave, wrapped in old melodies. In the hush I still believe. You and I, we never truly said goodbye. A room full of yesterday, but time won't let me leave. Wrapped in old melodies, in the hush I still believe. You and we never truly said goodbye. The piano wept the night you walked away. Each note remains, though your heart couldn't stay. Curtains dance with winds we used to know. In every breeze I hear your soul's echo. Photographs turning yellow with the years, yet your smile still dries my silent tears. I reach for what my hands can't hold, in this room where love's story remains untold. A room full of yesterday, where your voice still warms the air, where our memories bloom, tender and rare. Every moment is a song I still replay. A room full of yesterday, where forever tried to stay. I walk the halls of the life we built in light. Even in the dark, your love shines bright. Though you're gone, you're never far away. In this room full of yesterday, I'll always stay. Street lights flicker on these quiet lanes I roam. Autumn wind whispers all I've known. Each step echoes memories I thought I'd outgrow. The stillness wraps me like an old coat I used to own. Windows glow and gold behind curtains drawn. I hum the tune of those who've gone. With every mile, the silence sings of promises kept and simple things. Time slows down on the edge of grace. Familiar shadows falling into place, and I find my heart in this tender space. Take the long way home with me tonight, where the tears feel warm and the stars shine bright. No need to rush when the road feels right. Take the long way home with me tonight. Take the long way home with me tonight, where the tears feel warm and the stars shine bright. No need to rush when the road feels right. Take the long way home with me tonight. Old songs play from a distant car. They carry dreams of who we are. worn out shoes, but steady fears. I've walked alone for too many years. Your voice returns with the falling rain, soft and clear through the window pane. Like an answer I finally see, you were always guiding me. Time slows down on the edge of grace, familiar shadows falling into place, and I find my heart in this tender space. Take the long way home with me tonight, where the tears feel warm and the stars shine bright. No need to rush when the road feels right. Take the long way home with me tonight. Take the long way home with me tonight, where the tears feel warm and the stars shine bright. No need to rush when the road feels right. Take the long way home with me tonight. Even when the night grows cold and wide, there's comfort in the slowing tide. Familiar signs in the turning trees, you and I in autumn's breeze. We'll talk in whispers, laugh through pain, counting raindrops on the window pane. The journey's long, but never alone, when love leads the long way home. Take the long way home with me tonight, where silence speaks louder than the fight. Let the echoes guide us through the night, where your soul meets mine in candlelight. No distance now, no dreams to borrow, just a love that waits beyond tomorrow. Take the long way home with me tonight. In the hush of stars, our steps feel right. Through winding roads and memories grown, I'll never fear being on my own, 'cause you're the light I've always known. Take the long way home. Whoa, take the long way home. Take the long way home. I found your picture in a drawer we never opened. Edges worn, but your smile stayed golden. The letters you wrote still whisper my name in ink that faded, but never the flame. The clock hands move, but silence knows the echo of footsteps long ago. The world kept turning, the seasons change, but something in me always remained. Time may rust the frame and dim the light, but love like ours still burns so bright in quiet halls of yesternight. What time couldn't take was the feel of your hand, the echo of laughter like waves on the sand. You're here in the still, where the heart understands. What time couldn't take was the feel of your hand, the echo of laughter like waves on the sand. You're here in the still, where the heart understands. in my eyes, your soul has a place. I hear your voice when the piano plays, low and sweet through the passing days. Years may pass, but they never steal the things that time forgot to heal. Moments fleeting, yet they never die. They stay like stars in a velvet sky, still shining through each goodbye. What time couldn't take was the feel of your hand, the echo of laughter, like waves on the sand. You're here in the still, where the heart understands. What time couldn't take was the feel of your hand, the echo of laughter, like waves on the sand. You're here in the still, where the heart understands. All the clocks can't wash you away. You live between each note I play. Memories bloom where the silence grows, holding on through highs and lows. I breathe your name with sacred grace. It's written deep across this space, where love stands tall against the wind, and frozen time can't ever win. What time couldn't take was your light in the dark, the warmth of your words that ignited the spark, like shadows that dance on a cathedral wall. You stayed through the rise, you stayed through the fall. What time couldn't take was your place in my song. You carried me tirelessly all along. What time couldn't take, not even fate, love found a way to resonate. The clock kept ticking in the quiet haze of dawn. Your side of the bed still untouched, but not gone. Words unsaid lay heavy like a stormless sky, breathing in the echo of your long goodbye. The world kept turning, but I stood still in the hush that lingered. I felt you still. Every silent second carved you deeper in, where noise fades out, emotion begins. You spoke with your eyes when your lips stayed sealed. 1,000 stories in the space we couldn't feel. I heard you loud in your silence, so real. When silence meant something more than words could say, held our hearts together in a different way. Oh, love didn't shout, it stayed to pray. When silence Every pause felt sacred, never brittle. No curtain calls, no grand goodbyes, just the weight of stillness beneath the skies. One breath between us felt like fire and snow, a whisper of what we used to know. In quiet moments, your voice returns. Through empty halls, the silence burns. You spoke with your eyes when your lips stayed sealed. A thousand stories in the space we couldn't feel. I heard you loud in your silence, so real. When silence meant something more than words could say, held our hearts together in a different way. Oh, love didn't shout, stay to pray. Now I light a candle and sit in the night, not for answers, just to feel you right. The echoes of us still dance in the room. In the hush, there's hope, not doom. No need for thunder, no need for rain, just the quiet that still calls your name. Sometimes the loudest things come in calm, the silent touch, your steady palm. When silence meant something, when you didn't speak, but the tremble in your hands was all I'd seek. No grand crescendo, just a soft refrain, holding on through pleasure and pain. You and I, we knew a secret song where the stillness held us all along. And I still believe in that soundless spring. When silence meant something, everything.
I see your shadow in the morning glow, soft echoes of the life we used to know. Your laughter lingers in an empty room, like fragile petals caught in quiet gloom. The silence wears a bittersweet disguise. Still I trace the fading light in your eyes. Each heartbeat wrestles with the ebbing tide. Love won't vanish, though we say goodbye. I'm learning how to keep what's real and free, what's overgrown. Finding peace within the undertow, holding on and letting go. Holding on to all we had, letting go, it's not so bad. Memories dance, but time says so. Holding on, letting go. Holding on to all we had, letting go, it's not so bad. Memories dance, but time says so. Holding on, letting go. The quiet hum of your favorite song still plays in me, though you've been gone so long. Footsteps echo down the hallway still, though the space is calm, I feel the thrill. We built a world on dreams and open skies. Now I watch them drift as daylight dies. Oh, love's not lost, it takes a gentler form, a soul in stillness, a fire warm. So I smile through the ache I hide. Waves of you crash soft inside. Bittersweet, the wind still blows. Holding on and letting go. Holding on to all we had, letting go, it's not so bad. Memories dance, but time says so. Holding on, letting go. Holding on to all we had, letting go, it's not so bad. Memories dance, but time says so. Holding on, letting go. And in the stillness I hear your name. No blame, no fire, just soft acclaim. The tears have learned a gentle phrase. They fall like stars in silver haze. I walk the line with open hands between the past and future plans. Each step I take, I learn to show the grace of holding on, letting go. Holding on to what we knew, letting go to start anew. Hearts don't break when love is true. It shifts, it shines, it carries through. I keep your song inside my soul. As pages turn, I feel you hold. The winds may change, the seasons flow, still I'm holding on, letting go. Letting go. Shadows stretch across the walls in quiet grace tonight. The coffee's cold, but I still sip to feel the fading light. A breath escapes my lips like smoke, but whisper to the moon, and silence knows my name by now. It hums a tender tune. The day's regrets, they weigh me down, but softly let me be. I'll trace the outlines in the air of all we used to see. With every note I try to play, your voice is in that tree, and echoes of your laughter. I'm almost set free. The stars lead in to listen close. You always understand, like pages turning gently in this moment we have planned. So if you're out there somewhere still, take my hand. One last song for the evening, before the night draws near. I sing of all we've left unsaid, but wish that you could hear a melody for memories etched in every tear. One last song for the evening, before the night draws near. I sing of all we've left unsaid, but wish that you could hear a melody for memories etched in every tear. The lamp is dim, the clock ticks on. It doesn't rush or stall. And somewhere deep inside the dark, I hear your faintest call. We dance beneath September's stars. Now only I remain, still folding every dream we shared in lullabies of rain. The world still spins quietly in moons you've never seen, but my heart walks familiar paths where all your love has been. I close my eyes to see your smile, as vivid as the dawn. Though time has taken you away, our song still lingers on. The air is thick with everything we never got to say, but music brings me back to you in its own gentle way. So let me play just one more time before you fade away. One last song for the evening, before the night draws near. I'll sing of all we've left unsaid, but I wish that you could hear a melody for memories etched in every tear. One last song for the evening, let the silence start to speak, where every aching harmony finds
The clock was slow, the sky was wide and clear. We talked for hours, no rush, no trace of fear. Coffee steamed in quiet Sunday light. Your laughter danced like fireflies at night. The radio hummed an old familiar tune. We moved in time beneath the silver moon. Promises whispered in the softest tone. Before the silence turned our house to stone. Now every streetlight feels like yesterday, a fading echo I can't push away. I rewind time and dreams I can't erase. Before the world changed its pace, we belong to a softer place, where hearts would beat in tender grace. Before the world changed its pace, we belong to a softer place, where hearts would beat in tender grace. You held each moment like a precious thread, wove it through the words we never said. Pages turn slow like autumn leaves in flight. We danced alone beneath the city light. Faith was easy, love was loud and brave. No need to save what we already gave. Each touch a vow beneath the curtain sky. Before the questions drown the reasons why. Now every sunset feels just out of reach. The sound of you beyond the waves and beach. I miss the stillness carved in your embrace. Before the world changed its pace, we belong to a softer place, where hearts would beat in tender grace. Before the world changed its pace, we belong to a softer place, where hearts would beat in tender grace. I trace your name in fog across the glass, try to find the man I used to pass. Through mirror dreams and songs left on repeat, I fight the pull of time beneath my feet. But some goodbyes don't come with closing doors, they echo in the silence evermore. I light a candle for the love we knew, before the world forgot what we held true. Before the world changed its pace, we held the stars in place, caught every tear before it hit your face. When time was kind and love was known, we never feared being alone. Now the rhythm's lost, the beat's replaced, but I still live in that embrace. Before the world changed its pace, before the world changed its pace. holding on to dreams that soften through the night. Every step I took has led me to this shore, where silence speaks what words could never store. The clock stands still, but time forgives, it seems. I lay down all my battles, all my schemes. A gentle breeze now whispers through my chest. This must be where the heart finally rests. I've walked through storms and quieted rain, carried sorrow, carried pain, but now it's clear I've passed the test and found the place my soul feels blessed. Here I let the shadows fall. Here I hear my spirit call. Soft and slow, my final quest. This is where the heart finally rests. Here I let the shadows fall. Here I hear my spirit call. Soft and slow, my final quest. This is where the heart finally rests. Golden frames of all our love line quiet walls. Every face, each laugh that gently calls. No regrets left resting on the shelf. I made peace with me, my older self. The melodies we blow through tender strings, as if forgiving all forgotten things. Moonlight kisses what the sun once blessed, cradling me where the heart finally rests. All the echoes fade in grace. I find hope in this still place, like the last note in a song. I've been home here all along. Here I let the shadows fall. Here I hear my spirit call. Soft and slow, my final quest. This is where the heart finally rests. Here I let the shadows fall. Here I hear my spirit call. Soft and slow, my final quest. This is where the heart finally rests. Take my hand, don't say goodbye. No need for tears, just a look to the sky. Every ending writes a prayer, a quiet vow that someone cared. Candles flicker in the breeze. I'm drifting on eternal seas. No more searching, no unrest. I've arrived where the heart finally rests. Hear the winds release my name. Hear the stars don't burn the same. All the weight slips from my chest. This is where the heart finds rest. No more turning from the dawn. What I lost has now moved on. Wholeness found city sleeps, but I'm still wide awake. Streetlights casting gold across my face. Your laughter lingers on the window pane, like a ghost that time could not replace. Photographs, the silent and the drone, but they whisper stories more and more. Every shadow holds a piece of you. In the stillness I remember into, and silence holds a melody so pure. I hear your voice just like before. No need for words, I know it's you. When the lights stay on and the world turns slow, that's when the truth begins to show. In the crying, love keeps holding on. When the lights stay on and the world turns slow, that's when the truth begins to show. In the quiet, love keeps holding on. The clock ticks off against the wooden floor, but I trace a name behind the door. Moments pause like mine on a groove, every echo pulling me. Couldn't sway, just like your favorite song. Time can stretch, but love still feels so strong. I breathe it in, the stage you used to play. Like the stars, you're here and always will. When silence holds a melody so pure, I hear your voice just like before. No need for words, I know it's you. When the lights stay on and the world turns slow, that's when the truth begins to show. In the quiet, love keeps holding on. The lights stay on, the world turns slow, that's when the truth begins to show. In the quiet, love keeps holding on. No thunder, no rain, just this gentle breath, dancing memories I won't forget. The light wraps me in your perfume, the touch lives on
You tell me I have nothing to I found your name in an old torn page, folded beside a coffee-stained vase. A quiet memory still holds its breath. Words I rehearsed but never said. Nights were long, the pride was wide. Winds on sand that love tried to hide. I wrote you letters in my mind, but left them buried in frozen time. If I could turn back every black and tide, I'd drown the silence where regrets reside. Still I whisper the pages no one read. These are the letters I never sent, carved from the heart that came and went. Echoes of love I couldn't defend. These are the letters I never sent. These are the letters I never sent, carved from the heart that came and went. Echoes of love I couldn't defend. These are the letters I never sent. Under the moonlight, your shadow stays, dancing in places we used to lay. I trace your smile in falling rain, soft symphonies repeating vain. Forgiveness written between the lines of every hello trapped in time. A thousand thoughts too late to speak, but still they rise when nights grow weak. If I could breathe again where you belong, it'd fill the sands with every song. But it's only paper holding what was wrong. These are the letters I never sent, carved from the heart that came and went. Echoes of love I couldn't defend. These are the letters I never sent, face in the London lights, my whisper caught between wrong and right. Still hear your voice in the morning air, like lullabies that vanished where my courage broke from trembling hands, shaking over words you'd never understand. Call it love, oh cowards lament, but I live inside each letter and never send. I never sent to the ghost of you I can't forget. Wrote them in stars and cigarette ash, each one a tear I couldn't catch. Regrets and curses sealed in pain, unsent but heavy, just the same. A symphony of silent cries, folded truths and long goodbyes. Ink is faded, but still it bleeds between the lines. A vacant need, one final page left unbent. These are the letters I never sent.